The Gospel of Mark. 3 responses to Jesus. Mark 3, 7-12, 1. Our text describes the ongoing impact of Jesus' Galilean ministry. A. Great multitudes follow Jesus and his disciples. Mark 3, 7-9. Jesus withdrew to the sea with his disciples, and a great multitude followed him from Galilee, from Judea, from Jerusalem, from Idumea, beyond the Jordan, and those from around Tyre and Sidon. A great multitude, hearing what great things he did, came to him. He spoke to his disciples that a little boat should stay near him because of the crowd, so that they wouldn't press on him. B. They were drawn by his ability to heal the sick and cast out demons. Mark 3:10-12. For he had healed many, so that as many as had diseases pressed on him that they might touch him. The unclean spirits, whenever they saw him, fell down before him, and cried, "You are the Son of God." He sternly warned them that they should not make him known. 2. Reflecting on this passage, I observe 3 distinct classes of individuals. A. The disciples of Jesus. Mark 3, 7-9. B. The great multitude. Mark 3, 7-10. C. The unclean spirits. Mark 3, 11-12. 1. The committed. A. Like the disciples. 1. Which included men like Peter, Andrew, James, John, and Levi, Matthew. 2. Who answered the call to follow Jesus. Mark 1:16-20, 2:14. 3. Who offered their service in whatever way he asked. A. As when Jesus asked them to prepare a boat. Mark 3:9. B. As when Jesus would later send them out to preach. Mark 3:13-14. B. The committed today. 1. Would include those who make up the Lord's church. 2. Who heed Jesus' call to discipleship. Matthew 28:19-20. 3. Who offer their energy and resources to the spread of Christ's kingdom. A. By developing a Christ-like character. 2 Peter 1:5-11. B. By developing a Christ-like service. 1 Peter 4:10-11. 2. The curious. A. Like the multitude. 1. Which included those looking to be healed, or perhaps just to see a miracle. 2. Though following Jesus from place to place, they were not true disciples. 3. But those seeking some sort of personal satisfaction, whom Jesus often drove away. A. As when they followed him after he fed the 5,000. John 6:24-27. B. As when he challenged them with the call to true discipleship. Luke 14:25-27. 4. Of course, some would eventually take up the challenge and become true disciples. B. The curious today. 1. Would include those who may visit churches, even regularly. 2. But they are like tire kickers. They never fully commit themselves. 3. Perhaps they attend just to appease their conscience. A. But they never obey the gospel. Mark 16:15-16. B. They just put it off, like the Athenians and Felix. Acts 17:32. 24:24-27. 4. Hopefully, one who is curious will eventually take the step to follow Jesus completely. 3. The condemned. A. Like the unclean spirits. 1. Unclean spirits were demons, whose origin is uncertain, possibly fallen angels. 2. They knew who Jesus was. Mark 3:11. 3. they knew that torment awaited them. Matthew 8:29, also 2 Peter 2:4. Jude 1:6. 4. Yet they showed no desire to repent of their evil ways. B. The condemned today. 1. Would include those who persist in sin and refuse to repent. Hebrews 10:26 say. 2. For whom there is no forgiveness while they remain in that state. Hebrews 10:26b-31. 3. Who often think lightly of sin, and mock those trying to do good. 1 Peter 4:3-4. 4. Yet they will one day have to answer, even confess Jesus. 1 Peter 5:5. Philippians 2:9-11. Conclusion. 1. Dear friend, in which group would you place yourself in your response to Jesus? A. Are you among the committed, a faithful disciple of Jesus Christ? B. Are you among the curious, interested, but have not yet made the decision? C. Are you among the condemned, determined to resist God and refuse to follow Jesus? 2. One day, we will either be in the group of the committed or the condemned. A. The time for curiosity will be over. B. We will either be saved or lost forever. C. Today is time to make your choice. As Paul wrote in his second epistle to the Corinthians. We then, as workers together with him, also plead with you not to receive the grace of God in vain. For he says, in an acceptable time I have heard you, and in the day of salvation I have helped you. Behold, now is the accepted time. Behold, now is the day of salvation. 2 Corinthians 6:1-2. Receive God's grace by obeying the gospel of Christ, and join ranks with those who are committed to following Jesus and serving him through time and eternity. Titus 3:4-8. The end. The Gospel of Mark. 3 responses to Jesus. Mark 3:7-12.